Again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Veterans Memorial Stadium for the second annual North Quincy Salute to Service. We welcome all branches of the military here tonight, distinguished guests, all those who served, and we memorialize all those who have perished. I ask that you please rise and welcome our first guest speaker, Principal Dan Gilbert of North Quincy High School.
Good evening. Fitting place for a fitting night, Veterans Memorial Stadium. Second annual salute to service. And tonight is much more about, much more than a football game. It's about our community and specifically about those who have served, some of whom have perished, and those who are continuing to serve. If you've not been to North Quincy High School, there is an atrium of honor where we have all of the names of those from the North Quincy High School community that have died in service. And every day we remind our students about the freedoms that they have as a result of the service of those that have committed themselves to our country by serving through the military. Thank you. Tonight will be a great evening because of those that have given us the right and the opportunity to play football, which in the grand scheme of things, don't tell our players, is not as big as what you do every day for your community. And so those that are here, thank you. Remember, when you walk away from this stadium, there's a reason that you have the rights you have. And I implore you to thank those that have given the ultimate sacrifice so that you can have those freedoms. Thank you. My honor to welcome Christine Cucini, Director of Veteran Services Affairs for the City of Quincy. Excuse me.
Hi, good evening, everyone, and thank you all for being here, and thank you, North Quincy, for doing this. It means so much to me as a veteran, and I'm sure the veterans in the crowd appreciate it. But when you leave here tonight, please remember, freedom is not free. And you'll please remember that when you see the names of our service members on the jerseys of our North Quincy football team players. Thank you, God bless, and may I introduce to you Mayor Koch.
Thank you, Christine. Mr. Gilbert, Rich Ragusa, thank you for your work on putting together tonight. Mr. Gilbert mentioned the Atrium of Honor, and he's correct. There's names from every war and conflict of the men that did not come home. Additionally, there's some 5 names up on the wall. I want to mention each of them. Charlie Sweeney was the guy that dropped the bomb in Japan. He was actually on both flights. He wrote a book later in life because people tried to change their interpretation of history. He was a North Quincy High grad, a brave pilot, and an awesome veteran representing Quincy. We had Everett Pope, a United States Marine who received the Medal of Honor for his incredible gallantry and bravery on believe it was Okinawa. William Caddy, Montclair kid, went to Montclair School. He was in a trench, a grenade came in, and he jumped on the grenade to save his comrades. He received posthumously the Medal of Honor. Alan Bredno, POW, Vietnam, 7.5 years in prison. His dad was a local physician. He wanted to be an astronaut. From North, he went on to MIT, near the top of his class. They said, you gotta fly some missions. He made it home, but we didn't have the programs for these men at the time, took his own life within a few months. And the other one is Dick Stratton, 93 years old, just turned 93 last week, living in Florida. Also a pilot, shot down, and spent 6.5 years in Vietnam, came home and continued to serve. They're just a few of the examples of the men and women who have served from this great and historic city over the decades. So it's only right and proper tonight we remember their dedication. Each of them had a story. Each of them played in these fields. Unfortunately, they couldn't live out that story. But there's a quote at North by General Patton that says, "It's foolish and wrong to mourn the death of these men, but we should celebrate and thank God that such men lived." So thank you to our veterans. To our veterans in your stands, could you please stand, wave. Let's hear it for our veterans. Thank you so much for your service. I'm a proud son of a World War II vet, a brother of a Vietnam vet, and a father of a Marine. So I'm certainly grateful to all the great service from the city and to our current members. Thank you. Whatever your faith tradition is, when you're saying your prayers tonight, remember those that are currently serving, those that are deployed all across the globe in the defense of peace. And we have many from Quincy serving today. God bless. Have a great night.
Thank you, Mayor Koch, Ms. Cugini, and Principal Gilbert for those touching speeches. At this time, I'd like to introduce, taking the field, your 2024 North Quincy High School Red Raiders. At this time, we will recognize all the names that don these special edition military jerseys. There are 63 North Quincy High School graduates that were killed in action throughout the various wars, World War II, the Korean War, Vietnam, and Operation Iraqi Freedom. Also, there are 8 others distinguished military honorees that we have on these jerseys. At this time, we recognize the honoree on the back of the jersey. Number 2, James C. Adair, World War II. Number 3, Earl T. Brown Jr., World War II. Number 4, William R. Caddy, United States Marine Corps, World War II, Congressional Medal of Honor. Number 5, Gerard E. Cameron, World War II. Number 6, Kenneth C. Clifford, World War II. Number 7, Robert S. Coleman, World War II. Number 8, Dennis C. Thompson, Air Force. Number 9, Joseph L. Corrigan, World War II. Number 10, Stanley R. Cromwell. Crowell, World War II. Number 11, John E. Desmond, World War II. Number 12, Charles T. Caldwell, Iraq. Number 13, John A. Dennison, World War II. Number 14, DeForest L. Ela, World War II. Number 15, Noyes D. Farmer, World War II. Number 16, Everett Parker Pope, United States Marine Corps, World War II. Congressional Medal of Honor. Number 17, George E. Follett, World War II. Number 18, Charles Sweeney, Air Force, World War II. Number 19, John R. Fry, World War II. Number 21, Thomas B. Green, World War II. Number 22, William R. Hampton, World War II. Number 23, Floyd B. Henry, World War II. Number 24, John L. Kerrigan, World War II. Number 25, Walter P. Ledbetter, World War II. Number 26, Robert W. Morton, World War II. Number 27, Francis A. Mullen, World War II. Number 28, Walter R. Murphy, World War II. Number 29, Ralph J. Willard Jr., Vietnam. Number 30, George M. Nielsen, World War II. Number 31, Warren J. Nicholson, World War II. Number 32, Charles Kavanaugh, U.S. Army, World War II. Number 33, Edward R. Norton, World War II. Number 34, Guy L. Page Jr., World War II. Number 36, Richard A. Stratton, United States Navy, Vietnam. Number 39, Harry T. Page, World War II. Number 41, Caleb M. Palmer, World War II. Number 42, Richard M. Parley, World War II. Number 44, George K. Patton, World War II. Number 45, Irwin R. Patton, World War II. Number 47, Edwin M. Prada, World War II. Number 49, Charles P. Reeks, World War II. Number 50, Sidney B. Richardson, World War II. Number 52, Robert W. Rydell, World War II. Number 53, James R. Rouse, World War II. Number 54, Carlton S. Stoyle, World War II. Number 55, Daniel J. Sullivan, World War II. Number 56, Ralph W. Sullivan, World War II. Number 57, Charles S. Taylor, World War II. Number 58, William O. Vidot, World War II. Number 59, George S. Walker Jr., World War II. Number 63, Richard H. Walker, World War II. Number 64, Charles R. Watkins, World War II. Number 66, Robert A. Whedon, World War II. Number 67, Norman White, World War II. Number 68, Robert L. Adams, Korea. Number 69, Albert J. Bergeron, Korea. Number 70, Thomas Bishop, Korea. Number 71, Martin R. Keefe, Vietnam. Number 72, Lee H. Favorite, Korea. Number 73, Robert J. Foley, Korea. Number 75, Daniel N. Gilbert, Korea. Number 76, Bernard A. McDougall, Korea. Number 77, Albert L. Rogers, Korea. Number 79, E. Allen Brudno, Air Force, Vietnam, VOW. Number 80, George F. Fell Jr., Vietnam. Number 78, Brian P. Ahern, Vietnam. Number 80, George F. Fell Jr., Vietnam. Number 81, Peter Jerry, Vietnam. Number 82, Richard J. Vasconcelos, Vietnam. Number 84, Lawrence E. Soroy, Vietnam. Number 85, James A. Stark, Vietnam. Number 87, Daniel O. Sullivan, Vietnam. Number 88, William F. Deegan, United States Marine Corps and U.S. Marshal Service, Vietnam. Number 89, Gary J. Webb, Vietnam.
Mark time, march! Two, halt! And face! Now, face!
National anthem, Chooch. No. Hey, Rolling Thunder, Chooch. Rolling Thunder.
At this time, I'd like to recognize the Rolling Thunder Motorcycle Organization as they will present the game ball. The Rolling Thunder is a corporation and a chapter of Rolling Thunder. The Massachusetts chapter is here to publicize the POW-MIA issue to educate the public that many American prisoners of war were left behind after all previous wars, and to help protect and correct the past and protect the future of veterans being left behind should they become prisoners of war or missing in action. They are also committed to helping American veterans from all wars.
Chooch, Chooch, Chooch.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's hear it for North Quincy High student Taylor Jones singing a great rendition of the national anthem.
We just gotta do our traditional captain's call. Okay, so now we're gonna go.
At this time, I'd like to welcome this year's honorary veteran, Special Captain Bill Myers. Bill Myers was a United States Marine Corps veteran, Lance Corporal in the United States. Served in Vietnam, Quang Tri province from 1966 to 1968. He's the grandfather of North Quincy class of 2016 Aiden Brown, who played football at North, and also 2014 captain for North Quincy Ronan Brown and sophomore Gavin Brown.
We're gonna do
field of Billy Myers' grandchildren, number 7, Gavin Brown, and number 24, Ronan Brown. This time, the captains for Pembroke and North Quincy will take the field.
Approaching midfield are the captains of the respective squads. For the Titans, number 30, Reese Dunton. Number 55, William Harvey.
All right, first off, introduce yourselves, guys.
Number 18, Jaden Leonard.
All right, guys.
And number
Before we, have
21,
the coin toss,
Maxwell
I got
Farrow. For the Raiders, number 17, Mikey Galligan. Number 3, Marquise Rodriguez-Smith. Number 13, Michael,
Number 2.
Cam Sampson. Number 54, Hussein Al-Zubaidi. And number 24, Ronan Brown.
We don't need your help officiating. So, if you think you get blocked in the back or held, don't turn around and complain to us because you just missed the play, okay? That's the most important one. Where is the, You got the coin? I have the coin. Okay. So, I thought there was a Marine Corps guy coming out.
No, this way.
Oh, you're gonna do it? Okay. You're gonna flip it. So, that's heads, and that's tails. What do you want?
Tails.
Tails. There you go.
Simplify. Oh, that was a good one.
We have tails. You won the toss. Tails.
Yep.
What do you want?
Want the ball.
You want the ball, okay? Which goal do you want to defend?
This one.
Okay. Back's over there. You guys over here with me. White has won the toss and elects to receive. Guys, shake hands, bring your teams out. Let's have a good game. Sir.
Before kickoff,
You guys, go! There we go!
before we begin, we have a special message from the MIAA. Participating student athletes, coaches, and contest officials have worked diligently to prepare for today's competition. Please show your appreciation by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. Ensure that your behaviors reflect the values that should be identified with these student athletes. Assume responsibility for your behavior and the behavior of those around you. If you require assistance, please call upon an MIAA school or security official. Thank you. We would ask that spectators on the fence, on the home side, please remove yourself and get into the stands so that everybody can enjoy the game.
Throws it into the end zone. Touchdown!
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Veterans Memorial Stadium for a Salute to Service football game hosted by the North Quincy Raiders and the host playing host to the Pembroke Titans. My name is Jonathan Clary, and thanks for tuning into this edition of QA TV Sports. Hopefully you were joining us for the whole pregame ceremony. Again, it was a Salute to Service night here at Veterans Memorial Stadium, and it was a great honor and privilege to see all that. And they introduced alumni from North Quincy High School who served in the military and passed away in the line of service. All the names were introduced, and those names are on the backs of the jerseys being worn by the North Quincy players. As you can see, they're warming up right now, getting ready for the game with kickoff in just a couple of minutes. I'm being joined by Jim Timmons up here in the booth with me. And Jim, this has become a little bit of a tradition for North Quincy High School to do the Salute to Service, one way for the football program to honor those who have served our country.
Yeah, it's a tremendous program here that they're having tonight. And a couple of things are true, that back during the Vietnam War era, there were a lot of Quincy young men who were either enlisted or drafted into service in the country, went overseas. And since that era, there have been other periods of wartime where it's been through enlistment that folks from Quincy have gone into the armed services. Over the past decade and a half or so, really since the attack on our nation in 2001, there's been a number of high school graduates from the city of Quincy enlisting in military service. And this is a continuation of the recognition of the importance of that type of service, the fact that it's really an integral part of the high school programs at both schools. And this is a terrific program by the North Quincy High Red Raiders, the school of football staff and the kids on the field, to recognize their predecessors who went off to war, and to recognize the importance of service to the country. So really wonderful pregame ceremony. As you said, there are names on the backs of the uniforms here of folks who had served, and I think that there's both those who gave their life in service and then those who have served there, and it's just a terrific tribute.
Yeah,
John, maybe you can talk briefly as while we have the camera on at the Hunter's Moon tonight.
So yeah, you can see the full moon that's out here tonight. Great shot there by, I believe that's Ryan McWade on camera getting that shot from up in the booth. Actually, no, that's down on the field, actually. So that's Brian Cox down on the field getting that shot. So I want to thank them for doing that. One of the things I really want to mention real quick was Principal Daniel Gilbert spoke earlier in the ceremony and mentioned the Atrium of Honor at North Quincy High School that honors all those who serve, but specifically I believe it's 7 or 8 alumni of North Quincy High School who gave their lives, and if you're able to get down there and see that Atrium of Honor, it's quite impressive with the names and pictures and a little description of how they served and gave their lives. So like I said, a long tradition here in the city of Quincy and at North Quincy High School and Quincy High School as well. So a nice way to start this game with the honoring of all those individuals that were named. All right, so to the football as we're getting ready to go here. North Quincy High School comes into this game with a record of 3-2. They had a tough loss last week here at home against Plymouth South. They lost that game 32-28. Came right down towards the end of the game, and North unfortunately just couldn't hold on. And that was the first game in the Patriot League here tonight against the Pembroke Titans for game number 2. Pembroke, they had a victory at home last week. They beat the Quincy Presidents 15-14. They scored a touchdown with no time left and went for the 2-point conversion for the win, got the 2-point conversion and the victory. So they're hoping to see if they can replicate another victory against the another City of Quincy team here. And again, North trying to see if they can turn things around. Again, they had some opportunities last week, Jim, but just fell out in the short end of the stick.
Yeah, both programs suffered last-minute losses. North did a great job of controlling the first half last week, had a little bit of an up-and-down second half, and then the final play of the game was really just a terrific touchdown pass to the corner of the end zone. So we're underway here with a returnable kickoff, John.
All right, caught at the 15-yard line, Ben Pembroke, and nice return there by number 7, David Kamia.
Got the ball out to about the 34-yard line, where Pembroke will start its offense tonight. You see the Browns number. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's Marquise Rodriguez Smith, number 3. He's right in the middle of the action there. Had a terrific game last week on both sides of the ball, John.
All right, Anthony Pinto, number 12, is the quarterback for the Pembroke Titans here tonight. Going to start things off in the shotgun. 3 receivers to his left. Hands it off over to the right side. That's Reese Dunton on the run.
Nice tackle by Hussein Al-Zubaydi. The linebackers were right up anticipating the run on that first play. And did a nice job, Al-Zubaydi stuffing a hole, making a solo tackle there at about the 39. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 5 for Pembroke.
The ball against at the 39-yard line. Pinto rolling out, and he's just going to throw it away. Nice pressure there by North Quincy. Coming up there was Gavin Brown, number 7, to make sure Pinto had to throw it away. So I'll bring up a 3rd down now for the Titans. As you'll see here in the replay, the effort there given by Brown.
You know, I think he may have been over the line of scrimmage when he threw that pass. You see a line judge down there, too. Would have happened right in front of him, so I imagine I'm wrong. It's 3rd down and 5 here.
Pinto in the shotgun. Again, he's rolling out. Pressure given by North Quincy. He crosses the 40-yard line, sticks his hand out, and we'll see if he gets... No, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 42, so he'll be shy of the 1st down.
This could be 4-down territory, John, meaning they could go for it on 4th down. It's 4th and short. Not sure what Pembroke's thinking. Their quarterback's still out on the field. And it looks like they're going to go for it. This is a big 4th down play where we're getting right down to it here with less than a minute gone in the first quarter, John. Big play for the Red Raider defense.
So Pembroke on their own 42-yard line, 4th and 2. Pinto hands it off. Nice job. Actually, no, he keeps it himself. Excuse me. Over to the left side. He has the 1st down and more. With that great fake there, Pinto was able to bring in the defense, and he went to the left and crosses the 45, brought down to 46 to move the chains.
Yeah, that time he ran behind his big left tackle, Pat Shanley, number 51, who did a really nice job of tying up the Raider linebacker who was looking to contain the edge. So they pick up a big 1st down here and keep their opening drive alive, John.
We're going to ball at the 46-yard line. Pinto passes over to the right side. He goes through the hands of his receiver, and luckily for Pembroke, it wasn't intercepted. Pass was intended for Drew Tilson.
Yeah, over there on the coverage were Ryan Wirtz and then Cam Sampson. So they were right there, John. You're going to watch on the replay. The ball's going to, as you said, go right through the hands there. But there was good coverage on the play. It was just like a little 4-yard out and turn out there. It's tough to pick up the ball at night. There's an adjustment for receivers because the ball at night kind of explodes the last yard or 2 into your hands. So night light makes it different.
Send the man in motion. It's Jaden Leonard. He gets the handoff over to the right side. He explodes up for a huge gain here, going down the right sideline, and he's going to go all the way for the touchdown. Jaden Leonard went down the far sideline and was able to go all the way for the 6 points.
I'll tell you what, last week the Red Raiders did an excellent job containing the edge, and if you watch here, what happens is they run 2 receivers on little slant routes, And you see number 2 for the Raiders, Ryan Wirtz. He gets caught inside. Sideline was opened up beautifully on that play by the double receiver set on the right. They ran little short slant routes, so they got moving right to left quickly. That brought the defenders over on that side of the field with them. And Pembroke did a nice job of sealing off the outside there for a big touchdown run.
All right, Pembroke will line up to go for the 2-point conversion. And on the option, ball comes loose, and the point will be no good. There's a little confusion here between quarterback Anthony Pinto and the running back Reese Dunton on that quarterback option.
Yeah, and you saw right in the middle of the action there, 44, Brady Craig, and also Hussein Al-Zubaydi again in on the action. So nice job by the Red Raiders of blowing up this 2-point conversion. There you see what you said. Actually, that was a, let's see, I missed some credit there. I think it was number 50 for the Red Raiders.
Yeah,
got
it was.
his hand in there, Mike Nista. So a nice job by the senior defensive tackle to kind of break up that play.
Yeah, Pinto was holding on to that ball as long as he could for the RPO, and then as he went to try to pass it or run, again, you mentioned Nista was able to get his hand in there and forced a fumble. So nonetheless, 10-14 left to go here in the first, and Pembroke takes a 6-0 lead on the 54-yard touchdown run by Jaden Leonard. Our back deep for North Quincy is Marquise Rodriguez-Smith. Benjamin Volkel will kick it away for the Titans.
Nice high kick.
Rodriguez-Smith takes it at his own 11-yard line. He fumbled the ball, but was able to pick it back up. And he does a nice job there to get some positive yardage after he fumbled the catch, excuse me. And they're going to say he's marked out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, as I mentioned, it's very difficult in a night game. You have to adapt to the football, those who are receiving it on a pass or a punt or kick. It's very difficult because the last couple of yards or so, the ball really explodes on you. And you saw that happen there. But a nice job by the receiver to play it cleanly, pick up some yardage, as you said, positive yardage. And here comes the Red Raider offense, John.
All right, Mikey Galligan, the quarterback for the Red Raiders. He's going to hand it off to number 7, Gavin Brown. Brown goes over to the far side, and he'll get brought down at the 20, maybe the 21.
Gavin was at midfield just a few moments ago with his grandfather, Bill Myers, a North Quincy grad, North Quincy football alum, and grandfather to 2 of the Browns on the team here. We'll talk about them in a moment.
Second down for North. Pass is complete to Ryan Wirtz over the right side. He's at the 24-yard line, and that's where he's going to get stopped with forward progress.
To the 25.
They were trying a quick little slant, hoping that some of the action was going to get linebacker movement away from Wirtz, but Pembroke did a nice job of defending it. It's a pickup of about 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 3 here, John. Last week we saw some tremendous athleticism by Mike Galligan at the quarterback position. Took him a little while to heat up, but once he did a spectacular job. So he's got 5 wideouts here. Let's see what he does.
Galligan in the shotgun, instead alone in the backfield. Looks over and fires, and it is incomplete. And North Quincy is looking for a flag on that play, and they do not get it. Pass was intended for number 12, Joe Knox. Oh, she's number 13, Cam Sampson.
Yeah, and if you watch Sampson reach up, he really got walloped there. But he hopped right up. Now, he's coming off the field, and he's awfully chippy. He's very upset about the hit. We'll see what the officials say about it. One of his teammates came over to check if he was okay, and he knocked him into the sideline. So we'll take that as a yes, I'm fine.
Yeah, the
But,
North Quincy sideline was looking for a shot to the head.
Foul.
All right, looks like they are going to get the
15.
personal foul there.
The official didn't exactly share a lot of information on that, but it's just a personal foul. As John said, it was due to the blow to the head. I mean, that was a really tough hit. And that's one of those issues. You have Cam Sanson fully extending himself trying to get at the ball. And he's going to remember that hit next opportunity he has going over the middle. So let's see how he reacts. This time they come out with a 4-receiver set, John. There's help in the backfield for Galligan.
Galligan looking to pass. Goes way downfield, and it is intercepted by Pembroke at about the 25-yard line. It was picked off there, trying to get the number 22, Benjamin Vocal.
Yeah, the safety read this beautifully. You can see he's playing the ball the whole way. Galligan threw the ball early and didn't really, at the point in time when he released the ball, for whatever reason, you didn't see the safety as a factor. But the safety did a terrific job of getting over, closing on the ball, and reading it. He played the ball the whole way, and so an early turnover, which in some respects was the equivalent of a punt here. Pembroke's back just inside its own 20, 1st and 10, John.
8:29 to go here in the first. As you said, Pembroke will take over on their own 20-yard line. Handoff goes up the middle, and nice tackle there by North Quincy. Looked like it was number 5, Tim Tolan, coming up to make the tackle.
No gain. Correction. Gain of 1. 2nd and 9.
Yeah, that I was trying to confirm that number, but that was just a terrific come in, plug the hole, hit the running back, and he took him down alone. A terrific tackle. Just a great play. They gave him a long one, so it's going to be 2nd and 8.
And Pinto keeps it himself, and he's going to regret that. As coming up there to make the stop was Muhammad Al-Zabadi.
Taken down by a swarm of Raiders.
Yeah, Al-Zabadi, you see him. He's got them all wrapped up, the quarterback, and he was on the quarterback so quickly. That was one of the issues there, because you can see the quarterback almost looking confused there just before the tackle occurred. So Al-Zabadi did a terrific job of penetrating into the backfield, then wrapping up the quarterback and tackling him for what was a 5-yard loss. So great job by the defense here. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long.
4 receiver set now for the Titans. Ball spotted at their own 17-yard line. Pinto looking, and it is complete to number 13, Michael Geese. And they're going to say he is down at about the 26-yard line.
Nice job by Geese of getting past the stick. They needed to get it. Oh, wait, I beg your pardon. He's short of it.
To the 26.
They won't be going for this one. It's a 4th and 3. Do I see a punter out there? Yeah.
Yeah, they are going to bring out the kick team.
Number 13, Michael Giese, set to play.
So nice job by the Red Raider defense of responding here on Pembroke's 2nd possession. They stopped them deep in their own end zone, end of the field, and let's see what happens here on. Well, smart play there.
Yeah, it was Marquise Rodriguez Smith. He ended up calling for the fair catch as it was rolling toward him. And I think you see the official there saying he needs to get his hand up a little bit higher to signify the fair catch. As you can see, it was a line drive kick here by Pembroke.
Yeah, not a very good one, and they're lucky about the bounce. Rodriguez Smith played it cleanly, but based on his earlier experience there, he wanted to make sure there were no issues. So Red Raiders are going to start with good field position. 1st and 10 at the 34, John.
Galligan, nice pass there, complete to Ryan Wirtz. Wirtz trying to fight his way forward, and with forward progress, they're going to mark him down at the 41.
6.
Now this is interesting. The Red Raiders have a
They're gonna
really
go forward
solid
progress to
running
the
game.
41. That's a 7-yard
And you can tell that
Second and 3 for the Raiders.
their thought is that that's what Pembroke is going to be defending against. The linebackers have been up, and Wirtz, for the second time, went out and found a spot behind a linebacker. This time they connected, and nice gain.
Pembroke showing blitz. They bring a little bit of pressure. Handoff goes to Tim Tolan. And Tolan ran into where the pressure was coming from. And if he's lucky, he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, I say he might have got a gain of 1 on the play. We'll see where they spot the ball. And they're going to give him maybe a half yard on the run.
Yeah, Tolan did a very good job of maintaining possession. He got hit right as he received the handoff, and did a good job of picking up a yard and making something where there was nothing. So 3rd and 3.
Galligan again looking to pass, and there's nothing there. He's going to try to run. He gets hit, bounces off the tackle, fighting his way for the first down, and he's going to be about a yard shy of the first down, I believe. We'll see where they spot him. His initial forward progress might have been at the 44 for the first down, and I believe they're going to say he's a yard shy.
Well, it was a very gutsy effort, and you know you don't want to see anyone get injured, but one of the Pembroke boys who was right at the point of contact got walloped by Galligan. He's a tough kid, and he's having trouble getting up. They're trying to get I think they're going to get him off the field and take a look at him, but got the offense out there, John. Red Raiders are on 4th and short, going to go for it. So, gutsy call here. Coach Craig.
All right,
backed up.
Galligan keeps it himself, and he has enough for the first down, crosses the 45 up to the 46.
Nice job by the offensive line of getting off the ball with some good drive. Galligan tucked in behind them and pushed it past the 45 to the 46 for the first down. And then you see on the replay, nothing fancy about it. It was just pure brute push. Coming out of the huddle quickly here with 5 wideouts, John.
Galligan again looking. Plenty of time there for Galligan. Finally finds a man downfield, and he overthrew him. Was looking for Pat Connor.
Intended for number 9, Pat Connor.
Yeah, Connor was behind the defensive back, but had come to a stop.
2nd and 10.
I think Mike Galligan thought he might keep moving downfield. So they missed that connection. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 46. Red Raiders still have good field position. The running game has not been a factor yet for the Red Raiders, and they come out with an empty backfield again. So
Galligan again looking, has more time down the middle of the field. Pass is complete. And a nice catch there by Ryan Wirtz. He knew he was going to get hit. Comes down with a catch, and they spot him down at the 30, actually the 43-yard line.
the line is doing an excellent job of protecting Mike Galligan. They're giving him plenty of time. They're really wrapping up the defensive lineman for Pembroke. They're not getting their hands up in the air or anything. So it's just excellent blocking at the line by the Red Raiders. We'll go over the guys on the line in a moment.
Galligan rolling out to the far side, and he fires and it gets tipped, but it's caught by North Quincy. Was tipped by one receiver, but then was caught by Marquise Rodriguez-Smith. So a little bit of luck there for North Quincy, as you see here in the replay.
Well, I call it a heck of a lot of skill. I've been talking all night about how difficult it is to catch the ball at night, but a tip ball is tough at any time, John. And Marquise did a terrific job of focusing, staying in the play, and taking in the tip ball, the tip pass. So Red Raiders are down to the 20, the Pembroke 20. Got a little drive going here. Let's see what they can do.
1st and 10 from the 20. Play action fake over to the right side, complete to Wirtz. Wirtz puts his shoulder down, goes over a couple of receivers and picks up an extra 2 or 3 yards there. Great job there by Ryan Wirtz.
Yeah, Wirtz again, just doing a little turn-in behind the linebackers. And
That's a pickup of 8.
Mike Galligan, here you're going to see in the replay. Watch how quickly Galligan gets rid of the ball. That's a bang-bang play before the linebackers can do anything. So that's been very effective. You can tell that the Red Raiders staff saw this on film. Pembroke's approach to their linebackers on defense. They're right up behind the linemen within 3 or 4 yards. So
Tim Tolan on the carry, goes over a defender in the backfield, and let's see if he gets back to the line of scrimmage. I believe he did, so it'll be no gain for North.
I thought he'd get down to about the 11, but you're right. He's got him stopped there. And if you watch, this was a great call because Pembroke had, they were rushing. They were bringing outside pressure with the linebackers. I don't know that I'd call it a blitz, but they had linebackers releasing from the outside, trying to pressure Galligan. So it was a nice call, the draw, but Red Raiders not able to pick up what they needed, and it's going to be a 3rd and 2 here from just outside the 10 at the 12. Galligan, a little barking there, and caused Pembroke to, I believe, jump off sides.
Offsides against the Titans. That's a 5-yard penalty.
All right, so it is offsides against Pembroke, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty and a first down. Results in a first down.
Placing the ball at the 7-yard line.
So nice job there by Galligan with the hard count. Gets Pembroke to jump. So bring up a 1st and goal from the 7.
Yeah, we first saw Galligan his sophomore year, and you just see a confident, aggressive, mature senior quarterback out there making things happen. That was a great hard count at a great point in time. He's got the sergeant stripes going there.
Galligan being pressured, and he's just going to throw this one away into the corner of the end zone. Nice job by Galligan to get away from the pressure.
Yeah, now Galligan is backing up on his back foot outside the 20 and pretty effortlessly just aired it out of bounds there. A lot of high school quarterbacks would have had trouble getting the ball out of their hands and out of play. But for Galligan, that was an easy dump, actually a very good play on first down. Avoiding a loss. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 7.
Galligan rolling out, has to go reverse his field. Picks up a nice block there. And he jumps, throws, and it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, North Quincy. Another ball that got tipped, and Cam Sampson comes up with it. A great play there, first by Galligan and then by Cam Sampson for the 6 points.
Yeah, on replay, let's see. I think Galligan may have seen Sampson in the background there. That's who he threw it to. Let's see what happens. Yeah.
He did. I thought Tolan tipped it, but he did not.
Yeah. So great job by Galligan of buying time. Sampson getting open and making a really nice catch in the back of the end zone. So let's see how this point after goes. Nicely done. The point after is good. Special teams, which really performed very well, flawlessly, I would say, last week. Did it, here on their first opportunity, the point after. It was a good job by the holder, and the point after is through, and the Red Raiders playing some aggressive football here, John, to get back in the game, take a 7-6 lead as the first quarter is ticking down to an end.
On that play, Sampson, as you can see, he was rolling out, and just before he gets to the end, to the sideline, he jumped and threw the ball, and then Sampson in the back of the end zone only needed to get 1 foot in bounds, but had both feet in bounds, tiptoe there on the sideline. Again, just an outstanding play by both Mikey Galligan and then Cam Sampson for the touchdown. So North Quincy takes a 7-6 lead with 15 seconds to go. Here in the quarter, Alvin Nicola with the extra point attempt made it 7-6. Ball is fielded at the 23-yard line by Pembroke. Maxwell Farrow on the return, and they're going to spot him down at about the 34-yard line.
Good coverage by the Red Raiders, a reasonably high kick. It's fielded by an up back, but the Red Raiders are down there. You saw Wirtz doing a nice job of shedding a block, but number 7, Gavin Brown, was the guy who got in there and made the tackle. So good job by special teams. And Pembroke now with, they probably have time for one play here as the first quarter is coming to a close.
You see the quarterback, Anthony Pinto, on your screen. Pinto hands it off. Runner goes up the middle, and a big run here for Pembroke as it's Reese Dunton still on his feet and goes deep into area. Ball comes loose, and it looks like North Quincy recovered the ball. Still waiting to see. And North Quincy ball was waiting for a signal from one of the officials, and they're going to say it's North ball.
Yeah, now there's going to be a little discussion, but that was one of the, boy, here's a Mack truck, huh? That license plate. And as he lashed out, you clearly see the ball come loose, and you clearly see coming out of the pile with the ball, Marquise Rodriguez-Smith. They're all looking for signals. That official looks like he's signaling with his left arm. There's Red Raider ball, but he, you know, I don't know that you'd want that guy to be your primary witness in a lawsuit. There was nothing decisive about that call.
Well, you can see both teams were standing around waiting for some sort of idea.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, so North takes over with 1 second left to go in the quarter at their own 32.
I did say that would be Pembroke's last play of the quarter, John.
And that was true. All right, Gavin Brown gets the ball here. He takes a big hit there. Coming in was David Kanya to make the big hit.
Yeah, after Brown had been stacked up, so hopefully number 23 hit one of his own guys there. Connor Quinlan is another one who came in and whacked the pile. So the Red Raiders picked up a couple of yards on that play. It's going to be 2nd and 8 when they start the second quarter. They're moving down to the south side of the field. They're now going to go from our right to our left. There's no wind factor whatsoever. When you get a shot at the flag, you're going to see a peaceful American flag sitting on the flagpole. And an interesting first quarter, John. It took a while to get things to the end, but I want to take a look at that. Can we get a camera shot of the scoreboard? They've got a shot right now of the coaches for North Quincy High, who are veterans, up on the camera. Tim Carter, Paul Brown, Jeff Powers, and who's the last one? Dan Sampson.
Yep.
Right? So that's nice. They have pictures of the 4 coaches who remain in the service of our country, and they're giving time to the North Quincy football program.
Yeah, Tom Carter, member, veteran of the U.S. Army.
Yeah.
Dan Sampson from the Marine Corps. Paul Brown from the Marine Corps. And Jeff Powers from the Marine Corps. All right, ball spot at the 34-yard line for North Quincy as we begin the second quarter. Galligan was pressured from behind, and he throws the ball away.
I apologize because I know better about Tom Carter. I was trying to read things off the board, but Tom Carter's been with the North program for well over a decade. He knows all the kids well. He's highly respected. And that's nice to have them honored between the first and second quarter. They put them up on the scoreboard, and there was a nice round of applause from the fans. Nice recognition. So we're looking at a 3rd down already here on this possession, John. It's 3rd and 8 for the Red Raiders. They have the ball on their own 34, I guess. They're a little short of the 35. So let's see what they can do.
All right, Galligan in the shotgun has 2 receivers to either side. Galligan, plenty of time to pass, looking for a receiver to get open. He fires and it is incomplete. Was trying to find Cam Sampson down on the Pembroke sideline, and that was a bullet that he threw, and Sampson just couldn't bring it in, as you'll see here on the replay.
Yeah, they have 6 guys back in coverage, and then they have someone ghosting. They have a linebacker who's up in the middle of the field watching Galligan in case he takes off. So they've got 7 guys back, and they're pressuring with 4. Red Raider offensive line's done a good job of handling that pressure, stunts and whatnot, and
great kick there by Mike Nista, fielded by Maxwell Farrow at the 27-yard line. Farrow going down the left sideline, has some space, has a blocker in front of him as well, and it looks like he's going to get knocked out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
that guy had space and he's got speed. He's listed on the roster as an offensive lineman, but I'll tell you what, he's made some things happen out there tonight as a running back.
I think I say he stepped out of bounds at the 33-yard line. Handoff goes to Reese Dunton. Dunton flows over to the left side, picks up the first down and more. He'll finally get dragged out of bounds. Flag is thrown on the play, and they're going to say he stepped out at the 18-yard line, but again, there's a flag down.
The flag is in the area where you generally find a hold. I happen to be watching number 21.
Holding!
Yeah, it is a hold.
10-yard penalty. Still first down.
I happen to be watching Maxwell Farrow on that particular play, John. He lined up as a flanker back, and he went in almost like a pulling guard and made a terrific block in the hole to free up the running back. I think the hold happened on the outside, but Pembroke's got some nice, sophisticated stuff they're doing offensively here with their blocking sets, and that time a hold sets them back.
And another flag is thrown. They spot the ball at the 30.
That's going to result in the first down.
So they spotted the ball at the 29-yard line, and
I don't understand what's going on.
I think they're going to be just shy of the first down. Oh, it remains first down, excuse me.
Did we hear what the call was?
I did not know.
No.
5 yards. First and run for the Titans.
And going up the middle there for Pembroke is that was Pento, excuse me, the quarterback. Runs it right up the middle and goes in for the touchdown.
Yeah, Pento did a nice job there of just masking on that handoff, and there were a couple of guys fooled on that one, unfortunately.
Remaining in the first half.
And Pento went in pretty much unmolested on a nicely designed quarterback keep, where he pretty well faked everyone else out downfield there. So it's now 12-7. Pembroke's going to go for 2 again. You know, when you miss the first point after attempt, that pretty much forced your hand thereafter. So they're going for 2. Let's see what the Red Raiders can do.
4 receivers set for Pento. He's looking to his left. He fires, and it is caught for the 2 points. Jaden Leonard, number 18, with the 2 points.
And the team's head upfield. The score is now Pembroke Titans 14, North Quincy.
So with 10:32 left to go here in the second quarter, Pembroke takes a 14-7 lead over North Quincy. One reminder, our viewers, you can log on to QATV's website at qatv.org for program schedules, membership information, video on demand, live streaming, and more. So again, log on at qatv.org. North Quincy High School will be on the road next week on Thursday, October 24th at Scituate. And then on the road again on Friday, November 1st for the final regular season game at Hanover. So 2 tough games for North Quincy to wrap up the regular season. Again, 2 of the top teams in the Patriot League. Scituate, one of the top teams in the entire state right now. So it'll be a tough final 2 games for the Raiders, especially being on the road.
Yeah, and Scituate, they're very supportive down there of the high school program, so they'll have a good turnout for sure.
Rodriguez-Smith.
Nice job there by Marquise Rodriguez-Smith to pick up that ball as it bounced. Fielded it at about the 13-yard line, and we're going to see he stepped out of bounds at the 47.
Steps out of bounds at the 47.
Nice return by Rodriguez-Smith. He get the ball out just short of the 50, as you said, to the 47. Watch this little move here. As he gets outside, he gets by a whole group of Pembroke tacklers. Some nice blocking. You see number 24 there trailing along, Ronan Brown. Did a nice job of tying up a couple of guys along the sidelines.
Now they're going to say Rodriguez-Smith stepped out at the 45-yard line, so that's where North Quincy will take over 1st and 10.
Three wideouts to the right. Ball's on the left hash. There it is.
Pass complete to Ryan Wirtz. Wirtz gets across midfield, and he's going to get brought down at the Pembroke 46.
Close to the line to gain.
I mean, that play has been nothing but successful.
Just shy by
And,
a yard. 2nd and 1 for the Raiders.
It's interesting. North has really not got its running game, or tried to get its running game going. It's been, pardon me, all aerial. What do we have for stats on Galligan at this juncture?
7 of 12 passing for 68 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. 2nd down and 1 for the Raiders. They give it to Gavin Brown. Does a nice juke in the backfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down, avoided the defender, as you can see there. And they're going to say he's down at the 44, but it will move the chains.
Excellent job by Gavin Brown. He's only a sophomore. Gavin is the younger brother of Aiden Brown, who some of you may recall was a big gun for the Red Raiders back in the glorious halcyon heyday of Danny Jackson in 2007. Their older brother Aiden was a terrific athlete for North Quincy. Talk about him more after this.
Galligan again looking. Thought about running, nothing was there. Still trying to find some space downfield. Goes downfield, and it is caught but out of bounds there by Tyler Cromwell.
Well, he bought a lot of time. One of the things that I've been impressed by is while Galligan's been doing that, the linemen have done a good job of staying home, John. On plays like that, that's when you end up with 5-yard penalties for linemen getting downfield. And the Red Raiders, who are well coached and executing in that regard tonight, the offensive line has done a nice job executing tonight. But that's one of the things. They have not get caught when Mike Galligan's doing his thing behind the line of scrimmage.
North trying to set up his screen. It's complete to Tim Tolan. Has some space. Crosses the 35-yard line, and he'll have the 1st down. Nice effort there by Tolan. Flag thrown behind the play.
On the screen pass, there is a late flag.
Tolan got tackled at the 33, but again, we'll see what the penalty is. And it's going to go against North Quincy.
See what the call is. They're not doing a very good job of communicating here. We have no idea what that call is.
So it's going to negate the play, and it's going to bring the ball back to the 49-yard line. It was a 5-yard penalty against North.
But in reality, due to the gain, much larger loss.
Yeah.
So 2nd down, 15.
Galligan again trying to find something. Again, lots of time. Fires over the middle, and flag is thrown. Multiple flags. This is going to be pass interference against Pembroke. Pass was intended for Cam Sampson.
Flag on the play.
Sampson, there's a lot of chippiness going on down there. And Sampson had something to say to one of the defensive backs.
Pass interference against the Titans.
I think coach has to be careful here. He's out on the field, and
Defense,
the officials
15-yard
aren't too
penalty.
happy
It's going to
with-
result in a first down.
All right, so as you heard there, it was a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage, and it results in a first down.
Now that's something manufactured by Galligan, John. He took all that time, and then if you watch this, he just drills the ball between two Pembroke defenders. Like that's a pass that shouldn't have been made, because you had a well-covered receiver, but he knew, it gave him an opportunity, and it did. They got the penalty flag. So nice job there by the senior captain, Mike Galligan, creating something from nothing.
Pembroke showing blitz, and play is going to continue. Looked like they thought there was going to be offsides or false start. Galligan's still looking for something. Tim Tolan's open in the middle of the field, but he can't get it to him. And Galligan throws it over to the near sideline. Was looking for, I believe it was Ryan Wirtz, but he was incomplete.
Yeah, that time it got awfully helter-skeltery as Galligan. He wasn't so much looking down the field at a couple of points as trying to get away from white shirts, but he continues to look to make something where others would find nothing. And in that particular instance, the blocking held for about a 3 count, but then everything broke down. So it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Galligan's going to try to keep it himself. Pump fakes there, and maybe we'll get a yard on the play. We'll see where he steps out of bounds. And
3rd and 10.
Yeah, Galligan recognized, and you'll see this, they only rushed 4 that time. But just as he took off, 2 of the linebackers released from downfield coverage and came up and forced him out of bounds. So Galligan thought he saw something, but it closed up pretty quickly. And the ball's over on the right hash mark, so that becomes the narrow side of the field. When you run to the right, you've got less room, and that's essentially what happened on that play. So now it's going to be a 3rd down and 9.
yeah, it was about a half-yard gain on the last play they gave Galligan. Galligan again looking to pass, goes way across the other side of the field. Pass is complete to Ryan Wirtz, and he's going to get a big first down for North Quincy inside the 15 to the 13.
Just terrific stuff. That was the quickest that we've seen Galligan release one in a long time. And it was because Wirtz did a great job of getting open. You see him really open there at about the 12-yard line. These Pembroke kids know how to hit John. There's been some hard tackles there, and Wirtz has taken, he's been on the wrong end of a couple of them. That one was yet another. But he hops up, and saw him smiling there as he looked back at the huddle. Give him a lot of credit for toughness. All right, so now Galligan's on to center with a running back as they're inside the 15.
1st and 10, they give it to Tim Tolan out of the backfield. And nice job there by Tolan, who was able to spin out of the tackle to get a couple of yards on the play. And actually going to say no. They're going to say he was down at the 13, so they're going to say no gain. Looked like he was able to spin out of it.
Tackled by number 13.
I think his hand went down there, or his elbow hit. I mean, the hand can go, the elbow. And he's coming off limping.
2nd and 9.
He got held up right in the middle there, and it was whack-a-mole time there.
So they're going to give him a gain of 1 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 9 now for North. 6:20 left to go here in the 2nd quarter.
It's a big possession for the Red Raiders. They've held the ball for a long time. Might ask you about that in a minute. And then it's been a slow crawl downfield. Now that they're in the red zone, got to do something with it.
Galligan looking over to the right side. It's complete, going for the end zone, and touchdown, North Quincy. Gavin Brown was able to fight off the tackler and go in for the score.
Just terrific here. You see Brown loop out into the flat, makes a nice catch, and holds on as he gets in the end zone, all fired up. As we said, his grandfather was the honorary captain. He's here tonight to see that. And just a great job by Gavin Brown. We didn't finish the Aiden Brown talk, but we'll get back to that.
All right, so Alvin Nicola, will line up for the extra point for the Raiders. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it is good. It was a line drive kick, but nonetheless it counts. So 5:57 left to go here in the second quarter, and North comes down the field and ties the game at 14.
I got to tell you, John, Nicole is only a junior, and he's just been a crackerjack kicker for the place kicker, at least, for the Red Raiders that we've seen so far this season. So really nicely done there. And Red Raiders fight back to bring this back to a tie ball game. Well, they were leading before the two-point conversion, right? So nicely done by the Red Raiders. Very happy for Gavin Brown putting a touchdown reception on the board for the Red Raiders in front of the family, particularly his grandfather. And his dad's a coach on the Red Raider football team. So
that last drive for North Quincy, 8 plays, 55 yards, took 4 minutes and 28 seconds. You're talking about time of possession, Jim. So that one went for 4 minutes. Overall, North Quincy has held the ball for 12 minutes and 45 seconds, 5:18 for Pembroke. Nice kick there by North Quincy. Ball going to be returned across the 30-yard line, and they're going to spot him down at about the 33.
Ball carried by number 13, Michael Giese. Titans will go on offense, 1st and 10 for their own 32-yard line.
Well, all last week I kept talking about Red Raiders special teams doing a great job. There's been one pretty good kickoff return, but other than that, Red Raiders have been very, very effective out there on special teams. Nice job on this kickoff coverage.
All right, Anthony Pinto will come out for the Titans, He hands it up. Ball comes loose, and looks like North recovered. Ball was carried by Reese Dunton, and North Quincy has recovered. Great job there by North, as we'll see here on the replay. Try to see who it was that came in, and looks like it was number 24 coming from behind. Ronan Brown got his hand in and knocked the ball away.
We were just talking about Ronan's brother, number 7, Gavin Brown. Ronan is wearing his brother Aiden's number 24. He's a junior, and his younger brother, number 7, the sophomore. So a huge play there for the Red Raiders. Huge play. Because with 5:40 to go, they're at the Pembroke 36, John. They have the opportunity to take some time off the clock and get some points on the board. So it's a big possession for the Red Raiders in this first half.
Trips receivers to the right of Mikey Galligan. Galligan going to try and run it up the middle. Crosses the 35, gets brought down at the 34.
Yeah, there was not a lot there that play.
2-yard pickup, 2nd and 8.
Pickup of a couple of yards, going to be 2nd and 8 for the Red Raiders, just inside the 35. They're sticking with the aerial attack, John. On that, did you happen to know on the last possession what the stats were on the aerial? Or do you just have overall?
No, I just have overall yards.
Okay.
I'm not too sure.
Oh, nice job by Galligan again. A hard snap's going to get the offense 5 more yards. and we go from 2nd and long to 2nd and short. I should tell our viewers that John Cleary is the only play-by-play man in America who's doing play-by-play work while contemporaneously maintaining the game stats, the running stats. I mean, he's got every play there. You can ask him about yardage, etc.
All right, 2nd down, about 3 for North. Galligan looking to pass. Getting pressure from behind. He fires wide open. It's complete at the 16-yard line to Marquise Rodriguez-Smith. And he does a nice job to make a nice explosion there and gets knocked out of bounds at the 9, as you'll see here in the replay.
Yeah, just watch Galligan. He's just so calm and relaxed, and he's looking downfield. And it's almost impossible for the Pembroke D-backs to hold their coverage for as long as they're being required to here. And he isn't just open. He is wide open. So, really nice job by Marquise Rodriguez-Smith of staying alive and finding some green space. And once he did, Galligan just zipped the pass out there, and it's going to be 1st and goal from the 7, the 8 rather. Right about where they were prior to their first touchdown, John.
All right, I will. Good to see you guys. All right, okay. That's it, good.
Handoff goes up the middle. Looks like it was Toland on the carry. Excuse me, no, that was number 7, Gavin Brown. And they're going to say with forward progress, he's going to get up to the 6.
Number 7, Gavin Brown on the play. To the 6.
One of the North players, his helmet came off on the field. That's why it's so important to buckle up there before each play. But as a result of his helmet coming off, he's got to come off for one play.
All right, 2nd down and goal again from the 6-yard line. 3 minutes and 38 seconds to go here in the half. Wirtz goes in motion, comes back now the other way. Galligan fires into the back of the end zone, caught, and did he stay in bounds? No, he could not stay in there. Marquise Rodriguez-Smith.
I got to tell you, that is a big-time play by 2 guys, the quarterback and the receiver. Watch Galligan deliver this ball.
From the 6.
Beautiful pass. Rodriguez-Smith goes up and brings it down, but he could not get a foot in bounds. It was right along the back end line. And he was double teamed, by the way. So that was terrific stuff. I'd say that at the least, the Red Raiders were in field goal range, John. Unfortunately, because of the pass game approach, the clock is not moving. So Pembroke's still going to get the ball with some meaningful time if the Red Raiders score.
And timeout is called by North Quincy.
Yeah, there was confusion there on what they were trying to do. So they're going to regroup. Good timeout here with 3:15 to go. You see the fiery coach, Ryan Craig, telling the boys to calm down a little bit here. They're a little excited. We understand why. And that's the dynamic you have with this coach. He's like Coach O'Brien, who's now with BC, but has been with the Patriots, the Texans, a few other programs. He's a wild man, but as he's got older, he's calmed down a little bit. You still see that Irish temper. Coach Craig doing a nice job of telling the boys, let's chill out here. This is important, but let's relax and execute. Not get overly excited. There was a lot of fluttering around there. I don't know what the issue was with the running backs and flanker backs, but hopefully it's resolved. And Galligan's coming out with 1 man in the backfield, 2 flankers, 2 tight ends.
A man in motion, pressure coming. Galligan's able to roll out of it. Has some space. He's going to try to run for the end zone, and he gets inside the 5 and knocked out of bounds at about the 3-yard line.
Yeah, Ryan took Galligan took a whack there. He gets up limping a little. Nice run. That's right on his hip. So let's hope he's okay there. Those are the hits that he's going to be addressing when he's in his 50s. You know, that was just flush on his hip bone, and he's a little bit ginger, but you know, we've watched him. He's a tough kid. So.
All right, so it brings up a 4th and goal now for the Raiders. Ball at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, they're looking to put points on the board or pin Pembroke back near their own end zone.
Galligan looking to pass over to the left side, complete and touchdown, Tim Tolan. Actually, did he hold on to it? We're going to see. Officials are talking to see if he had possession of it going to the ground.
Looks like.
And incomplete.
Have to see what the replay looks like.
So tough break there as North Quincy looked like they might have had a touchdown.
Looked almost like a rugby touchdown there.
Yeah, you could see, as you said, he had it and he went in and the ground caused the fumble as he was reaching out for the goal line, but the officials say it is not a catch.
Well, the North offense did a nice job of moving the ball. There was a play there and they executed it. Tough break at the end. Let's see what the defense can do here.
So Pembroke will take over on their own 3-yard line. They hand it off up the middle. That's Reese Dunton on the carry. Gets across the 13-yard line, maybe to the 14. And they're going to say, no, he's down at the 13.
Yeah, Dutton, he doesn't rely on the straight arm. He kind of lashes out. I don't know if we can catch a replay, but he looks almost like he's punching at people. And that's been a problem. That's been the reason for at least one of the fumbles.
Correction, 13.
So it wasn't enough for the first down for the Titans. Get ball at the 13-yard line, 1st and 10. Handoff again, and North Quincy has the ball, but I believe they're going to say he was down. Again, that was Dunton on the run. And they're going to spot him down at the 15.
Let's watch and see where the ball comes out.
2 yards on the carry, 2nd and 8.
Couldn't tell there, but North Quincy definitely going for the ball as Dunton has 2 fumbles here tonight.
Big 3rd down play. There's 1:45 on the clock, John. So Red Raiders would have some time here if they can stop.
Paul Carey's going to get up to the 25-yard line. That'll be enough for the first down. This one went to Michael Giese.
Number 13, Giese to the 25. Result of that play is a Titan first down.
And timeout called by the Titans with 1:22 left to go here in the quarter.
Interesting call. I was not sure whether they were just going to try to run the clock out. We'll see what they say here.
We got Marshfield guys here now.
The defense for North has definitely settled down. They've done a nice job here. Have you got some Pembroke stats you can share with us, John?
Yes. Reese Dunton has 7 carries for 69 yards. And as I mentioned, the 2 fumbles as well. Jaden Leonard has 1 carry for 54 yards. That was the touchdown, one of the touchdowns. And Pento, the quarterback, 3 carries for 31 yards and a touchdown as well.
Okay. Well, they got to keep their eye on Dunton. He's got 2 fumbles, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, he's got a little Ramondre Stevenson in him. He's powerful and a talented running back, but the fumbles has definitely been an issue in the first half for him. Let's see what the Red Raider defense can do. It would be terrific if, with 1:29 to go in the half, they could create another turnover.
First and 10 for the Titans at their own 25-yard line. And a nice job there by North Quincy coming up there to make the big tackle. It was number 54, Hussein Al-Zubadi.
Yeah, Al-Zubadi is having a terrific game for himself. He's really been very effective. Okay, no huddle.
Second and 11.
We're going to the air.
There's a loss of 1 on that last play. Pass is complete over at the 31-yard line. David Kanya on the catch.
And he goes out of bounds with 1:02 on the clock. So it's going to be a 3rd and about 4 here.
3rd and 4 for the Titans.
1:02 to go here now in the first half.
Wake up!
And quarterback is going to keep it himself. That's Anthony Pinto on the keeper. Crosses the 35 and gets brought down at the 37, and that will be a first down.
Yeah, if you watch the replay, we haven't seen this in a while, but he does a very nice job of tucking that ball. Pembroke stopping the clock again with 49 seconds to go. They're on their own side of the field, so at what point do we see an air attack here, John? We'll have to see. What are the passing stats for Pembroke, John, please?
Pinto is 2 or 4 for passing, 16 yards.
Well, that's relatively modest. Let's see what that speaks to, whether they're going to try to make something happen or not here downfield. And timeouts, what's Pembroke got left?
Pembroke has 1 timeout remaining, North Quincy with 2.
Well, the North coach is taking their time getting off the field. They got some tired athletes out there. They're looking to give everyone an extra breath or two. So, fresh set of downs here.
First and 10 from the 37-yard line. Pass was complete over to the left side. Again, that was Michael Giese on the catch and run.
They're stopping the clock to move the sticks. And we're going to watch the official here. There's 30. Check, they started the clock already.
Pinto again, this time goes over to the right side. Pass is complete to Jaden Leonard. Leonard going down the far side, the near sideline, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds to the North Quincy 35-yard line.
Knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Another Pembroke first down.
28 seconds left. Pembroke's moved the ball successfully on the last couple of plays, so let's see what happens. North's got to get up. They don't want to give up a big play, but they've got to get up and take away these short passes. It's a conundrum for the coaches and the players. So they don't want someone to get behind the green shirts here.
Pass over to the left side, complete yet again to Michael Giese. Giese is trying to make some moves, and he'll get up to the 30-yard line.
To the 30.
Nice job tackling. They're putting the ball down quickly. Clock's running. 12. We're under 10 now.
Pembroke 1 timeout remaining. Pinto, and it is incomplete. Some confusion between 2 receivers, Drew Tilson and Jaden Leonard. Each thought the other one, the pass was intended for the other, and it goes incomplete.
All right, so now we've got 4 seconds left on the clock, which bespeaks final play here. We'll see what happens, whether they go to the end zone or they try something short of the end zone. They've had a couple of long runs after the catch, John, and successful runs from scrimmage, so they've been able to pick up yardage. We'll see which approach they use here.
Again, ball at the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's not going to help.
And it'll be
Red
offsides
Raiders,
against North.
Yeah, jumped off, so that moves Pembroke 5 yards closer. Beyond that, it doesn't really mean anything. I don't know why they're moving the sticks. It's not a first down.
With the yardage resulted in a first down. It was.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been, but
it was second down. Excuse me, it was 3rd down and 5.
It's funny, the kid had the peg on the other side of the. All right, let's see. This is it from.
Ball at the 25-yard line. Again, 4 seconds remaining. Should be the final play here, pending a penalty. Handed off to number 18, Jaden Leonard. He was going to try to pass the ball, but nothing there. As a great job by North Quincy. Leonard was trying to throw it on the halfback pass, had to circle back, and they had to bring him down. Was Hussein Al-Zubadi.
Yeah, terrific first half for Hussein. And it's somewhat appropriate, really, that he ended the half for Pembroke. He's played very solidly all half, made a number of tackles, and did a nice job there to bring this first half to an end with the teams tied at 14, John.
As I said, 14-14 between North Quincy and the Pembroke Titans. Jim and I will take a timeout. We'll be back with second half coverage in just one moment. Welcome back, everyone, to Veterans Memorial Stadium. We're at the half. The North Quincy Raiders and the Pembroke Titans are tied at 14. Real quick, we'll run down some stats for North Quincy. Quarterback Mikey Galligan, 10 of 19 passing for 121 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. Not much to talk about on the rushing side of the ball. Galligan with 11 yards, Gavin Brown with 10, and that was really about it. Receiving, Ryan Wirtz, 6 catches for 58 yards. Marquise Rodriguez-Smith, 2 catches for 44 yards. Gavin Brown with 12 yards and a touchdown. And Ken Sampson, 7 yards and a touchdown for North Quincy.
Both teams really took good shots at the other in that first half. So
ball gets by Marquise Rodriguez-Smith. He picks it up at the 5-yard line. And has some space up the middle of the field now. Great job here by him. Crosses the 30-yard line. Up to midfield and will finally get brought down there. Great tackle there by number 22, Benjamin Focal, for the Titans. Might have saved the touchdown there as he brings down Rodriguez-Smith.
Well, that is not how it's drawn up. I was about to say when the kick was being approached that this first possession is really an important one for the Red Raiders. Neither team really controlled what went on in the first half. Each put together a nice drive or two and put points on the board, but neither team really took control. So it'd be nice for the Raiders to come out of the locker room and show Pembroke who's in charge here at Veterans Stadium tonight.
Spot the ball at the 48-yard line. Galligan looking to pass, and he's going to run it, and he goes out of bounds at the, see what they spot him out, at the 46.
Yeah, Galligan took a big hit in the first half along the sideline. You can see that he was told to be smart here, and he got out of bounds without getting hit. And although it's only a short gain, that was the smarter play, and another yard or two was not going to be worth it. So it's going to be second and long, irrespective of what he did, and he was smart. Let's see what they can do on second down.
Pembroke only rushing 3. Galligan, lots of time here, but no one can get open downfield. He throws it downfield, and it was incomplete. Actually, he was just throwing it out of bounds to throw it away.
Yeah, so Pembroke's strategy here coming out of the locker room is, as you said, It's they're containing. They're not rushing really. They've got 3 down linemen looking to keep Galligan boxed. And then they have 8 guys back there in coverage. So they're trying to take Galligan out of the ball game for the Red Raiders. They're trying to get North Quincy to get back to its running game and take the ball out of the hands of Mikey Galligan. So with a 3rd and long, they're coming out with a similar set. They've got 3 down linemen. Got 2 linebackers here. Let's see where they go.
5 receivers set. They send a man in motion to the other side. Under 10 seconds to go on the play clock, and North gets it off. Galligan going way downfield, and it is incomplete. Nice job there by Marquise Rodriguez-Smith. He turned into a defensive back there to knock that ball away to prevent the interception.
Yeah, Galligan's coming out with the palms up, a sign that he's a little frustrated. What can I do here? And the Red Raider response has to be to get the running game going, because that time I watched the 2 linebackers, and on the snap, they both dropped back a couple of yards. So they were taking away the short pass up the middle. Everyone else was covered, and they had 2 safeties back. Ooh.
It was a short snap there. Mike Nista had to come up quickly to get the ball. Flag is thrown on the play as well.
Well, that
is a penalty marker on that play.
was not what the Red Raiders wanted to be doing coming out of the locker room.
Personal foul, face mask.
All right, so it was a personal foul face mask against Pembroke, so this should be an automatic first down for North Quincy. Assuming that it happened during the play, which I...
It's a 15-yard penalty, and the resultant will be a Raider first down.
All right, so it is a first down for North Quincy.
I don't know, these officials just are, they're doing like half the job, and I don't know. I do know that the MIAA has had a lot of trouble getting officials. They've already announced they're not going to have enough hockey officials for the season, and hockey was particularly brutal last year. Parental involvement has become parental craziness, and the end result is that now there's no one officiating hockey games. We get officials like this at high school football games. There are a lot of first-year officials at the MIAA training this summer. They had a couple of summer camps where officials went to work, and this group is definitely an unseasoned, inexperienced group.
All right, so the ball is spotted at the 29-yard line. Officials...
Well, they conferred, and something happened, but in any event, the Red Raiders 1st and 10 from inside the 30.
Pembroke comes with a little bit of pressure. Tim Tolan with a carry, and he cannot go anywhere right there as he ran into the line, and he was brought down by Evan Williams.
2nd and 10.
They're going to say no gain on the play as North Quincy lucks out with that no gain. So 2nd down and 10 it remains for North Quincy. Again, ball at the Pembroke 29-yard line.
All right, this time the Red Raiders have an empty backfield again. We're going back to the air, and Pembroke's back to its 3 down lineman set. Linebackers dropping back in coverage.
Galligan looking, and again he fires it out of bounds as he had pressure coming from right behind him.
So right now, Pembroke's winning the early rounds of the chess match here as far as what's going on the field. North Quincy's just been completely ineffective offensively, except for graciously accepting a 15-yard penalty after, and we'll call it an unsuccessful punt. How's that? And I'm going to go back to singing the praises of special teams and the kickers shortly, I'm sure. But right now, the offense has to figure out what to do with this Pembroke adjustment.
Pass is complete. Great catch there by North Quincy. And it was complete to number 2, Ryan Wirtz. And he gets brought down at the 14-yard line, and it'll be a first down for the Raiders.
Well, I would say when in doubt, you press the talent button. That's what happened there. Mike Galligan, little crossing route by Mr. Wirtz, who's just been terrific all game. And he's taken some shots, and Ryan's hopped right up from them. So the Galligan-Wirtz connection continues here. Another first down for the Red Raiders.
Spot the ball just inside the 15, so we'll call it the 14. Galligan has some space, fires into the end zone, and incomplete. Had a man down there, was number 6, Ryan Sampson, but couldn't connect.
Yeah, Sampson did a great job of keeping himself alive. You're going to watch. Now, Mike sees green space to his left. He's running, and then he looks up and sees Sampson downfield. That was a difficult pass across his body, and he hurried it a bit because when he looked up, he went from seeing no one open and scrambling a bit to looking up and seeing someone open. And so, obviously, when that happens, you're going to hurry the pass a little bit, as he did. So that one soared, incomplete, and it's going to be a 2nd and 10.
Galligan again looking and looking. Fires and incomplete. Was looking for Ryan Wirtz, but was almost picked off by Benjamin Vogel.
Yeah, it was just a hair behind Wirtz. If you watch this pass, Wirtz is going to be breaking open, and the ball's delivered slightly behind him. But fortuitously, it was not picked off, so the Red Raiders live to fight another play. Let's see what happens. It's going to be 3rd down and 10. They're at the 15-yard line. You think they try the field goal this time, John?
I don't know. They could.
Yeah, there's no wind factor whatsoever. And last time they went for it on 4th down. With the lack of success thus far on this particular possession, might be a consideration if they don't put something together here.
Galligan fires across his body, and it's caught, and touchdown, North Quincy! Marquise Rodriguez-Smith with a great catch. He slid down in the back of the end zone for the catch.
Just terrific. Galligan rolling to his left, looks across the field, and he sees one of his favorite targets, at least the guy from last week, Marquise Rodriguez-Smith, who makes a great catch, as you said, John, in the back of the end zone. And the Red Raiders with another, we'll call it Baki, drive down the field to put 6 points on the board. Nothing pretty on that particular drive.
High snap, but a great job there by Ryan Wirtz to bring it down. The extra point by Nicola is good.
Yeah, typically you put your best athlete in that holder position. And Wirtz has just done a tremendous job back there.
So with 9:16 left to go in the 3rd quarter, North Quincy takes a 7-point lead, 21-14 over the Titans.
Yeah, and that extra point could be huge. Pembroke had to go for 2 to get their 14 points. They failed on their first attempt. But just a great job. Ryan Craig trying to keep his guys calmed down a little bit. There's a lot of chippiness out there, a lot of excitement. And he's gathering up some of the guys now on the offensive team to talk to them. And the Red Raiders are going to kick off here.
Number 13, Michael Easy.
Jacoby Wall has done a nice job all year. Gives this one a nice blast.
Fielded at the 15-yard line by Pembroke. Over to the right side goes Michael Giese, and he's going to get knocked out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A late flag is thrown on the play as well.
Yeah, it came from a spot where you think there's either going to be a block on the back or a clip. We'll see.
Everyone, get loud. Go!
Face mask tackle against the Raiders.
What's the call?
There was a face mask called against North Quincy.
Oh.
15-yard penalty.
And let's see where they spot the ball.
Yeah, this whole thing's a mystery here. It's a great line in a Bob Seger song that I'm humming in my mind right now, working on mysteries without any clues. This officiating crew is not going to grade out all that high, but we'll see what happens here with the ball starting just inside the 40.
So you're going to say it was a 5-yard face mask penalty. So it puts the ball at the 39-yard line, and maybe a gain of 1 on that play there for Pembroke with Reese Dunton on the carry.
So it's going to be 2nd and 9 from the 41, or just over the 40. Be nice to see the Red Raider defense. One issue with them has been conditioning, or I should say, you know, their durability, because a lot of these guys are playing both ways the whole game. Early in the second half is their chance. Their legs are relatively fresh to make some plays.
Giese catches the wide receiver screen in the flat, had some blockers in front of him, but nice pursuit there by North Quincy. And they'll see the spot Giese down at the 44.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That was a nice play. A couple of kids blew up some blockers. There was nice pursuit. So that was a good job by the defense over on the right side to take a wide receiver screen and not blow it up, but effectively defend it. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 5, and we are not in 4-down territory here. So let's see if the Red Raiders can come up with a stop and get the ball back.
And the shotgun is quarterback Anthony Pinto for the Titans. He hands off to Dunton. Great job there by number 7, Gavin Brown, coming up to make the tackle. It'll be a loss of 3 on the play.
I got to tell you saw him come flying into the picture there. Gavin is only a sophomore, and he just made a big-time play on that one, folks.
4th and 7 for the Titans.
That's absolutely terrific stuff. I mentioned his dad's one of the coaches. His grandfather was the honorary captain for tonight, so got to be very proud of how both boys are playing. But on that particular play, that was Gavin Brown who owned the field.
All right, so it'll be a kick here for the Titans. A nice kick there by Giese over to the right side. And it's going to take a bounce and finally get down at the 30-yard line. And that's where North Quincy will take over on this possession.
All right, a favorable Red Raider bounce gives them nice field position at the 30. Let's see if they can't run or get going on one of their balky, wacky drives that burns time off the clock. Be nice to see them take some of this third quarter down. What do we have left for time?
6:56 to go here in the quarter.
Okay.
We mentioned the MIA power rankings that came out this morning. We'll talk about that in just 1 second. Again, it's 1st and 10 for the Raiders at their own 30-yard line. Gallagher again looking to pass, nothing downfield. And he's going to bring it down and hold it himself and get a gain of maybe 2 on the play.
Yeah, good decision. There was no one open. He had a shot to pick up some yards, and he did.
And they're going to spot him down at the out of bounds, at the 34-yard line. So nice run there by Galligan.
Well,
to get a gain of 4 on that play. So North Quincy with a record of 3-2 coming into the game is number 13 right now in the Division II power rankings. Top 16 make the playoffs. So again, North Quincy number 13, Quincy High School number 16. They lost last night here at the stadium to Hanover, but they still are number 16. Most teams playing here tonight on Friday, so we'll have to see when the updated rankings come out on Tuesday where both teams will stand. Handoff goes to Toland. That's number 7, Gavin Brown. Ball comes loose, and it's still loose, and Pembroke will recover. Benjamin Vocal comes up with the ball for the Titans.
Watch this ball, folks. I don't know that I've seen a fumble do this before. That bad boy is still going. So that's a very regrettable turnover at the North Quincy 38. So just when North was showing some signs to take the game over, Pembroke comes up with a big turnover. North defense back on the field after only a brief rest. Let's see how they do here.
1st and 10 from the 38 now for the Titans.
Reese Dunton on the carry. Nowhere to go.
Reese Dunton on the carry again, and no gain on that play.
Yeah, you saw what Pembroke's thought was there. They want to take over and control the line of scrimmage, and they wanted to play muscle on muscle there, but the Red Raiders responded with a great stop. There was no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Be terrific if the Red Raiders can take the run away from Pembroke.
Quarterback Anthony Pinto in the shotgun for the Titans. He's looking to pass, and he's going to get sacked and brought down there. Nice job by North Quincy. It looked like it was initially making the play Hussein Al-Zubadi for North Quincy.
The defensive backfield for the Red Raiders is doing a terrific job on coverage, and they have been all half. Pembroke's plays have come from scrambles. Their quarterback is a very talented runner, and then they have a tank in senior Max Farrow, who shows in the program as an offensive lineman, who looks like an offensive lineman, but has been running like a running back tonight. So let's see what happens on 3rd and long. It's 3rd and 11.
They're going to hand it off to number 18, Jaden Leonard, trying to turn the corner, and a nice tackle from behind there by North Quincy. Coming up there was Pat Connor.
I think we're in 4-down territory as far as Pembroke's concerned, John. Especially the way they've come out with a successful formula to clog the Red Raider offense in the second half. So that gives them some confidence here. It's 4th and long, but the ball's inside the Red Raider 40. So it's actually down at the 36. So no surprise that they're going. It's 4th and 8. So let's see how the defense does. They've come up with some big stops here already on this possession. Let's see what they can do here in this big 4th down play.
Pinto in the shotgun with Dunton to his right. Pinto fires to the left, and it's incomplete. Was looking for Jaden Leonard, but they cannot connect, and North Quincy holds. Will be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to that receiver, and he's coming off the field like something happened to him, like he's injured. I don't know what happened, but if there's a replay and we can see, he seems to have like some torso issue, not like a hamstring or anything.
Well, I know in the previous play, Leonard was the ball carrier, and he was slow to get up there, so I'm not sure if it affected him on that play there.
Oh, that might be it, yeah. All right, well, the Red Raider offense back out on the field. Let's see what they do. They're trying to take the ball wide, John.
Yeah, it was Ronan Brown on the carry over to the far side, and they're going to spot him down at about the 41-yard line.
Ronan did a nice job getting outside. He picked up about 6 on that play. Nice gain. As I said, he's wearing his brother Aiden's number 24. Aiden had one of the best first halves in the Thanksgiving Day football game in '07. And I recall saying, as the second half started, it's like something happened to him because he was having trouble holding on to the ball. And I found out after the game that he actually fractured his hand. So that was tough for him in the second half. But he had a terrific football season, 2007, Aiden Brown. Now his two younger brothers are doing it up here in Veteran Stadium as one an underclassman and one a junior.
Galligan with the run there. Nice job here by Mikey Galligan. Gets out of bounds, but picks up the first down in the process.
Yeah, so this is very encouraging, John. A deflating possession for the Pembroke offense. And if the Red Raiders can get downfield and make something happen, and they are opening things up here nicely. Galligan on that scramble and the play before. Terrific pickup by Ronan Brown. Let's see if they can't keep this going. And meanwhile, the clock shows 3:30 to go in the third quarter.
And 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Pass complete at midfield for North Quincy. And looks like it was Ryan Wirtz on the catch. They're going to say he gets brought down at the Pembroke 48.
That's 5 for 5 on that quick slant play to Wirtz. He starts out in the flat, and he gets in behind a linebacker, and boom. The talented Mike Galligan delivers a strike. So that's a play that continues to work. It might help the Red Raiders soften up the 8-back defense of Pembroke.
Quick pass over to the right side, complete. This time it's Eric DeLima on the catch for the Raiders.
Pass is complete to number 15.
And DeLima will get brought down at the 39, and it'll be a first down for the Raiders.
Great job moving the clock. And, I'm saying that not because I'm an old and tired broadcaster sitting here in what has been a bit of a slow-moving game, but when you're ahead like the Red Raiders are, you want to take time off the clock, and they're doing a great job in this possession of moving the ball and taking time off the clock. Wide
over
open.
to the left, Ryan Wirtz, like you said, wide open, gets the first down and more, and takes a big hit at the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down for the Raiders.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I'm so impressed by Wirtz. Watch this at the end of the play. First of all, he's wide open, nicely designed play. As you said, that's number 21, that Big Mac truck that we saw going around the field in the first half. And he had a free run at Wirtz and blasted him. And Wirtz just popped right up, handed the ball to the official. May have exchanged a smile 21's way. I don't know, but he certainly took the shot from Max Farrow and popped right back up.
Galligan rolling out, has some space, picks up a block there, and stays on his feet, and nice job there by Galligan. Gets inside the 20, up to the 17.
Terrific athleticism by Galligan. Watch him on this run. Watch what he does. As John said, he gets out here, and he lets his block set up. And then he slides behind the block to pick up an additional 4 yards. Just great stuff by Galligan, who is an absolutely terrific leader. He's got sergeant stripes going in this uniform, and he's living up to them. So.
Yeah, the name on his back is actually George E. Follett from World War II.
Well, he's being honored tonight by the play of senior quarterback Mike Galligan.
Handoff up the middle for Brown. Brown trying to fight his way forward. Forward progress will mark him down at the 15-yard line. Right at the first down marker, and it is enough for the first down.
First and 10 from the Pembroke 15-yard line.
Ball again at the 15-yard line for North Quincy. Low snap, but he's able to pick it up. Galligan looking. Gonna get running himself, crosses the 10-yard line, and will go out of bounds at the 9.
Well, John, I'll tell you one strategy that appears the Red Raiders are employing is all the receivers are getting downfield, and they're taking the white shirts with them. If you look, there were 5 guys from Pembroke in the end zone there. Galligan's waiting in the backfield while his receivers take the Pembroke Defender Corps off into La La Land, and then he takes off with a lot of room to run. So nice adjustment by the Red Raider offense here, and great execution of that adjustment by the quarterback, Mikey Galligan.
Pressure there by Pembroke. Galligan throws it down the other side and out of bounds. And
he got hit at the end of the play, and it looks like he's hurt.
The Raiders shaken up.
I'd like to see the replay here. We were talking earlier about Galligan, like, all right, here's the replay. Yeah, well, he got rid of the ball.
Looks like it was number 7, Gavin Brown, who's down on the field.
Oh, it's Gavin down. Oh, yeah, jeez. I wonder if we can run that again and see what happened to Gavin. He was trying to block for his quarterback. We thought it was 17.
So you can see Gavin on the right side of your screen coming into the middle. And as Galligan throws it, we lose sight of it. But I'm not sure if he got rolled up on or...
Could be a leg injury.
Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, he's walking off. Not sure what happened. But it looks like it's lower body. So we'll see. And one thing we do know about this young man, he's tough. His brother played with a fractured hand on Thanksgiving Day, and he's dinged up here right now, but it looks like he's trying to walk off whatever happened. You said something about rolling on his ankle, and that could be it, John. Let's hope. Let's see if they bring tape out. So here we are with a 3rd and 4 for the Red Raiders.
9 seconds to go in the quarter. Gallagher again fires downfield, and it is incomplete. Nice defense there by Pembroke. Number 22, Benjamin Vogel, was able to break the play up at the last second. And there's 1 second remaining.
Yeah, the ball's just inside the 10. So there's options here for the Red Raiders with the kicking game available. And then let's see if they don't try to do something as far as a 4th down play. Run something in the nature of one of their 2-point conversion plays. So a big decision here for the Red Raiders. And it's too bad the clock couldn't have run out for them. But,
all right, well, 4th down and 4 for North Quincy. Again, ball at the 10-yard line, the 9-yard line. Galligan looking, has lots of space to the side, passes into the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown,
wow.
North Quincy. Ryan Wirtz with a great catch for the Raiders.
And Mr. Poise, Galligan. Watch Galligan here, and he throws it off his back foot. Everything about it. What a play, and what a terrific catch by Wirtz. Absolutely terrific catch. I mean, that's just 2 athletes really stepping up and performing for their team. And here's Mr. Wirtz celebrating his touchdown by getting set up for the point after. All business.
All right, he gets the snap down, and Alvin Nicola gets the kick up, and it is good. So as time has expired here in the 3rd quarter, North Quincy now takes a 14-point lead, 28-14.
Well, John, coming out of the locker room as the second half began, we were talking about the fact that it was going to be important for one of the teams to step up and say, yeah, we're in charge here. And sure enough, the Red Raiders have done that and more. Terrific job defensively. The offense has done an excellent job. See my neighbor, Mary Griffith, there walking out. She was here for tonight's game. I'm going to catch her tomorrow about leaving early. Hopefully she's going home to listen to me. I'll put the whole house to sleep, if, recounting the fourth quarter play. But the Red Raiders definitely stepped up in the third quarter, both sides of the ball, and took control of this ball game. They've got a 2-touchdown lead, and it's just a terrific performance and something for the athletes to be proud of as they take the field here. But they've got to sustain it, and this is where the depth issues, and we call it conditioning, but it's not that they're not working hard enough or working out hard enough during the week. It's that when you're playing both sides of the ball for the whole game, you get worn out. And that's one of the issues for the Red Raiders, the lack of depth, the lack of body. So we'll see how they do in this fourth quarter. But having taken control of the game, there's a lot of reasons to be fired up here. And with Coach Craig on the sideline, you know that they're going to get every reminder. So here we go.
Great kick here by Jacoby Wall, and it's going to be picked up at the 8-yard line by Pembroke, and a great tackle downfield there as well. Who else but number 24 for the Raiders, Ronan Brown.
Wow. Great special teams play. First of all, the kick was spectacular because it was live, coming to a very slow stop right around the 10-yard line. Excellent kick. And now watch 24 come in and just make a terrific tackle. He's all fired up, and that is just great leadership by one of the key players, one of the big guys on this North Quincy defense and special teams unit, number 24, Ronan Brown.
Ball spot at the 13-yard line for the Titans. Handoff goes to Reese Dunton over to the left side, and he'll get up to the 20-yard line before he's brought down.
To the 20.
Yeah, that looked like that was by Brown.
It's a pickup of 7.
7-yard gain on first down there for Dunton. Dunton has 11 carries for 75 yards here tonight.
You said 75 yards?
Yep, 75.
Yeah, I believe he had like 61 in the first half, so he didn't have much going on in the third quarter.
Second down and 3 for Pembroke. Pass over to the left side is complete. Anthony Pinto found number 7 over there, David Kanya.
To number 7, David Kanya.
Wirtz brought him down
Result of that
right
play
at the
will be a
stick,
Titan first down.
but the receiver did an excellent job of making certain that he was past the stick when he broke to the sideline. So that was a nicely executed play by Pembroke.
Spot the ball at the 24-yard line for the Titans. First down and 10.
This possession quickly becoming an important one for both teams.
Handoff up the middle for the Titans. Reese Dunton again on the carry. And they'll give him 2 yards in the play up to the 26.
Yeah, nice job of gang tackling in there. One of the guys I saw was Mike Nista in there making the tackle. So it's going to be 2nd and 9, and we're under 10 minutes to go in the ball game.
Dunton again on the carry up the middle, and nice run there by Reese Dunton. And he's going to go all the way up to the 40-yard line. Gain of 14 on the play.
40, the result of that play is
Well, that's what Pembroke wants to do. they've thought that play was there, but the Red Raider line play has been pretty good so far this half. But a terrific tackle. You see that tackle by Ronan Brown?
Yeah, came up from his safety position to make that hit.
That was super.
And another first down for the Titans. Flag thrown on the play. Pinto trying to get the ball over to Maxwell Farrow, but cannot connect. And a hold was called against Pembroke.
Let's see what North Quincy does.
Holding! 10-yard penalty, still first down.
All right, so it's going to be 1st and 20 from the 30-yard line. Red Raiders moving them back.
Place the ball back on the 30-yard line.
I got to tell you, John, that
1st and 20 for the Titans.
the energy level of Ronan Brown, if any of it's being shared by his teammates, we're going to be in good shape here for the rest of the fourth quarter. He has made some plays, showing no signs of wearing down. And the line play for the Red Raiders has been terrific thus far. I'm going to talk about them.
I said, as you said, with the 10-yard penalty, ball goes back to the 30-yard line, 1st and 20. Pinto keeps himself over to the left sideline, has some space, great fake there. North Quincy bit on it, and he's going to get the first down and more. Crosses midfield, it goes out of bounds to the North Quincy 45.
I got to tell you, I'm not quite sure what he's doing, but he's very effectively confusing on these handoffs. Let's see if we can see. He's got something in front of him there, a little, I don't know if the red towel helps or what, but there's something that, well, he's got a little, the hand warmer too. He's doing something to conceal the ball. I'm not saying he's tucking it under or anything, but he's been very deceptive.
Handoff to Reese Dunton this time, but North Quincy does a nice job of reading that play, and it'll be a loss all the way back to the 49.
Yeah, that time it's Mohammed Al-Zabadi again. We haven't talked about him this half, but he had a monster first half, and that was the play he just made was consistent with the plays he was making in the first half. He just went in for an absolutely terrific penetration followed by an unassisted tackle. So great job by Mohammed.
Loss of 4 in the play for the Titans. 2nd down and 14 now. Dunton again on the carry. And a man down for North Quincy.
Player shaken up.
Ball spotted at the 42-yard line.
I'd like to make a special shout out to Peter Doherty, Petty Officer, 2nd class, United States Navy, 1980 to 1986. North Quincy High School class of 1978. He is in the truck tonight directing QATV, and it's outstanding coverage of tonight's high school football.
Well, nice little surprise there.
Well, I got to tell you, Peter is absolutely terrific. We have a lot of fun with him. He's our replay guy. You recall last week in his exuberance, he blew up the replay deck on us. But he's very, very hardworking, and he does a great job for us here during our broadcasts.
I want to thank Peter again. Lots of sports coverage Peter's done, and all the other live coverage that we have with parades and events and stuff like that. Peter has been a long-time member of QATV. So I want to thank him for helping out and thank him for his service as well. So nice honoring there by North Quincy football, recognizing Peter for his hard work.
That was Muhammad Al-Buzaidi who went out. I hope he's okay. He's played really hard tonight.
Pass over to the left side, complete to Drew Tilson. And Tilson will get knocked out of bounds. Looks like he's going to have enough for the first down up to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, they're moving the sticks. So Pembroke's putting together a drive here. See if they're going to start the clock. He get out of bounds, did he?
And yeah, they're going to say out of bounds with 8:11 to go in the game. Reese Dunton again on the carry for the Titans. Nice tackle made there by Pat Connor for the Raiders.
Yeah, good job. There were a few guys in there on that one. As you said, the lead was Pat Connor. So Red Raiders come up with a stop, and the clock keeps running. We're going to be at about 7.5 minutes here with a 2-touchdown lead in the fourth quarter. So delay, keeping that clock running, a big factor too in the defense of this drive. Quarterback keeper again.
Yeah, Pinto keeps himself over to the left side, and he's going to go out of bounds at the 20-yard line, but it'll be enough for the first down.
Steps out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Correction, 20-yard line.
I won't use names because I don't want to offend anyone, but when I was in high school, there was a player on one of the other teams in the Catholic Conference who our coach told us all week he can only go right. So just cover him on his right side. And I'll finish the story after this play. Because this quarterback keeper, I guess North's going to call a timeout on it, freshen up the legs and talk about the quarterback keeper. But our coach was convinced that all you had to do was stay to the right side of this guy and force him to go to his left because he couldn't go to his left. Well, I tried to do it. One of my teammates tried to do it. I tried again in the second half. This kid had these little moves that he would employ, and he would go right. And he could shoot like heck, so it was normally a disaster. And I remember at one point late in the game, the coach yelling at me, just guard him on his right side, that's it. And I walked away from the huddle, and I cussed a little bit and said, you come out and cover him, because there was just, we knew what he was doing, but could not stop it. And there's something about what the quarterback for Pembroke's doing, when he conceals the football in these quarterback keeps. I can't really identify it. He's got a little pouch in front of him. He's got quick hands. He's doing a nice job, but I don't fully understand it, but they're just having trouble with it. So Pembroke's gone to it, I'd say, 2 of the last 3 plays. So they've got to ghost the quarterback, they call it. Someone's got to focus on this kid and keep an eye on Pinto because he's been the main dog on this drive.
Pinto only a sophomore for the Titans. Pass over to the right side is complete to David Kanya. And Kanya gets inside the 10-yard line to, let's see where they spot him down, to the 7.
To the 7.
Now you see guys getting up awfully slowly. That's another sign here. This is what I talked about earlier about the depth. I'm going to watch a quick replay, or maybe not. Yeah, good decision because Pembroke's breaking the huddle here. So they are first and goal at the 7.
6:50 to go now here in the game. As you said, first and goal from the 7. Handoff up the middle for Reese Dunton. Dunton gets inside the 5-yard line. And see if they spot him down. Looks like at about the 2-yard line, they'll mark him down.
Yeah, now watch. You're going to see number 50 holding on for dear life. Number 7 gets up and limps away from the play. I mean, this is just physically demanding football. North trying to bring in some big bodies here. Brevin Lyons, number 77, and Joe Nista, number 56, to dig in the line here.
Spot the ball at the 3. Dunton again on the carry, and maybe a gain of 1 in the play. Nice job there by the Raiders to close down on him quickly.
No gain.
Yeah, nice job. The freshly inserted number 77, Brevin Lyons, only a sophomore. And if you watch, he got nice penetration. You see his jersey number there, and he's one of the last guys to get up. So brings up a big 3rd and 3 here. We're definitely in 4-down territory, but let's see if they can't make the stop here, John.
No
Big
gain on the last play. 3rd and goal from the 3. Pento keeps it himself. And great job there by North Quincy to bring him down. And it looks like the initial man, Billy Kennedy, number 87, coming up from the end position, stayed with Pento all the way and brings him down.
Yeah, just terrific. That time Pento tried again, but they did not go for the fake.
Tim Tolan also over there to help contain Pento as well.
Yeah. Excellent job by Tolan and Kennedy.
We're under 5 minutes to go.
And I'll tell you, we're under 5 minutes, 2 touchdowns here. Pembroke had a game like this last week. Let's see what the Red Raiders can do here.
4th and goal was a loss on the play. They're back at the 7-yard line. Pento looking into the corner of the end zone, and it is intercepted, but flags are thrown on the play. Looks like we're going to have defensive pass interference on the Raiders in the end zone.
Let's see what happened. Well, I don't know about that. I think someone sold a push.
Pass interference, defense, 1st down.
I don't know. That's a tough call, especially at this point in the game. 4:34 to go, though, John. I mean, there's still clock running, which is a real positive here. So it's going to be 1st and goal.
All right, spot the ball at the 3-yard line. And Pembroke will call a timeout.
Timeout, Pembroke.
Last week, John, I believe you may have talked about it already, but Pembroke won on the final play against Quincy. So at the same time last weekend, the Red Raiders lost on the final play. So both teams know what it's like to come down to the wire. Different outcomes. Here, the Red Raiders, because of their 2-touchdown lead and the time that's left on the clock, they have a little bit of an advantage. They're in a little better position than they were last week. And let's hope the boys, they just got a timeout that's going to help them freshen their legs to the fullest extent possible. But it's tough to have the team 1st and goal from the 3, but that's where they started early, right? Or was it the 7?
It was actually at the 3, and then they had the loss.
Okay.
So they're back to the 3-yard line.
So the Red Raiders stopped them once before in this situation. Let's see if they can do it again.
Pento over to the left side. No, incomplete. He had Reese Dunton, but he couldn't hold on to it.
You watch the replay. Yeah, the ball was in the air before he turned to look back at it. He's just coming out and back onto the field now after that play, and it's, I mean, I'm not unhappy to see him overly discouraged and maybe taking himself mentally out of the next play, but it's a shame that he's feeling that way, because that was a tough one. Although it did hit him in the hands, the ball was in the air as he turned, and we were talking about catching the ball coming out of the night sky. So those factors helped the Red Raiders on that particular play. And now Pembroke going to give it a... Oh, wait a minute. What?
Yes, I thought it was going to be that last play. I thought it was going to be a 1st down with a pass interference, but they said it was 4th and goal from the 3 still. So North Quincy gets a turnover on downs. And they hand the ball off there. So North Quincy backed up onto their own 3-yard line, but they get a couple of yards to give themselves some breathing room.
Well, we apologize here in the booth for our confusion, certainly. I mean, there was pass interference in the end zone, and I guess we went NFL rules, but the MIAA probably made a change this summer, which they'll want to do. One's existence has to be justified, and changing the rules at every turn is not a bad way to do it. So apparently what happened was after that penalty, Pembroke was still short of the goal. They hadn't scored, so they had a 4th down there. Red Raiders stopped them. Now it's Red Raiders ball with 3:38 to go. Pembroke's calling a timeout on a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, there was a false start call against North Quincy there as well, so that moves the ball back to the 3-yard line.
And they restart the clock, right? After that?
Yes, and that's when that's when Pembroke called the timeout.
Yeah. Do you recall the game when the Patriots did that? They took like 3 penalties against the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, just to get the clock going.
They ran about 3.5 minutes off the clock, and McDermott was out of his mind. And it ended up in a rule change. Well, Pembroke was forced to call a timeout here because after the penalty, the clock restarted. So
that came back to bite the Patriots when Mike Vrabel did it against them a couple of years later to beat the Patriots as well.
Yeah, and it was funny how upset Belichick was about it. He was out of his mind. You can't do that to me. I do that to people. All right, so here we go. It's back to our game. 2nd and 9 here. Red Raiders looking to burn clock. That's the primary goal. They got a 2-touchdown lead. No turnovers. Burn clock. Be nice to get a 1st down. All right, so Pembroke is calling another timeout. So is that it for them?
I believe they have 1 timeout remaining.
Okay.
Tim Toland on the carry there for the Raiders. Spot the ball at the 6.
Timeout, Pembroke.
Well, this becomes another issue, is if they have to punt the ball away. Going back, we're all brilliant football strategists after watching from our couches at home what Bill Belichick would come up with, a guy we now all criticize and question. But back in the day, I don't know if you recall when he had them snap the ball through the end zone for a touchback and then gave the Pats a chance to kick the ball away. The 2 points were essentially meaningless, and it took them out of a bad position. That could be an option here for the Red Raiders. We'll see. We'll see if they can pick up the 1st down.
Gallagher under center, hands it off again to Tim Toland. He gets up to the 10-yard line. And
Tim Toland on the carry.
All right, so that gives them room to punt.
That'll bring up 4th and 3.
The punter's out there. Of course, he's another one of those guys who's out on the field more than he should be, and certainly more than the typical punter. Let's see what he can do, and let's see what the special teams can do. I have been singing their praises all season, and this is a terrific unit. And they're being called upon now at a critical point in the game to execute. This will be a big play here.
Mike Nista will kick it away for the Raiders. He drops the snap into the end zone, and he smartly just kicks it out.
The snap, but kicked it out. That is a safety. There's a penalty marker.
So there is a marker down, but that'll just be an illegal kick, and it'll be the penalty result in the safety for North Quincy.
Yeah, well, serendipitously, they've got a 2-touchdown lead, so yeah, I mean, that was the smart play. Anything else, the ball's live in the end zone, and he didn't know what was coming up behind him. So I don't know how they assessed the penalty. I missed the minutes for the June meeting of the MIAA football committee. probably held down in Hyannis somewhere, where they made a decision about what they do.
Well,
We're
good
going over to
results in
talk
the
to the
safety.
Pembroke coach, who's apparently
The
got a
Titans,
choice.
2 points for them, making the score 28-16. And North Quincy will have to kick off to the Titans.
All right, so it's 28-16 our score after the 2-point safety.
All right, you have the punter or the place kicker kick this one.
That's a good question. I think they've been doing pretty well with the place kicker.
Yeah.
With Jacoby Wall.
Yeah, he did a nice job of placing the last kick he made, if you recall. But let's see what they do.
Let's get it stopped. Win this thing. Let's go.
And
What's the penalty? I don't know where they would have kicked if there were a safety, if it were just a safety.
it would have been from the 20.
All right, so I guess a 10-yard.
So, yeah.
10-yard penalty because he's kicking from the 10. Let's see if he can't spot one here again on the kick. So it's still a 2-score game. There's only 2:39 left. Those are positives for the Red Raiders.
All right, Wall gets ready, and it's going to be an onside kick, and we'll see if North Quincy's able to recover it.
See what they did.
It went the necessary 10 yards,
Onside kick.
and North Quincy's recovered it.
Oh, what a call!
And it looks like Jacoby Wall, the kicker, came up with it. What a job there by North Quincy.
Let's watch the replay. What a call by the Raiders. So there goes the ball. It goes 10 yards. And absolutely, when you look at it, Coach Craig is saying, look, they're going to get good field position anyway, so let's give it a try. Totally unexpected by Pembroke. And to be honest, totally unexpected up in the booth as well. So that tells you how unexpected a play that was.
All right, now all the officials are huddled up. Both coaches are looking for an explanation to see whose ball it is.
I want to watch Coach Craig's reaction. That will tell us what the call is. So far, things are going okay, but you wonder why they're having this lengthy a discussion with him. All right, so I think we're going to hear what the outcome is now. Going to go fill in the Pembroke
Referee
coach.
looks like he's going to head over to Sean Tarpey, head coach for the Titans, to talk with him.
Let's see what Tarpey has to say. The way Coach Craig handled things, I would imagine it was not bad news for the Red Raiders.
Coach Tarpey just took off his hat and looked like in disgust, so I'm going to guess that this will be North Quincy ball, but...
Yeah, can we get a camera on Coach Tarpey, folks? Ryan Galligan's still out there. Mike Galligan, I beg your pardon, still out there on the field. He's not going anywhere, so that's a good sign, generally. So let's see what this... He's just going to go back behind... Well, based on where he's going behind the Red Raider offense. If it were Pembroke ball, he'd be on the other side of the field, and I'm talking about the umpire. There's the signal. I got to tell you, what a call, huh? That was just terrific. I was going all through the Belichickian closet of tricks here. But I left the onside kick, that was really gutsy, really smart. I think in this particular instance, the 2 touchdown lead helped drive the decision to do that, John. Really, really smart stuff by Craig.
Pembroke showing blitz, and they're just able. No,
They were also showing encroachment.
and it is an offsides.
5-yard penalty, still first down.
Offsides against the Titans, 5-yard penalty.
All right, let's see. They're going to start the clock
Bring
again,
the ball
right?
out to the 27-yard.
No, clock hasn't started yet because it was a dead ball after the onside kick recovery.
Okay.
So they initially spotted the ball at the 23 for the North Quincy recovery, and with the penalty, it goes up to the 28 now. So 1st and 5 for the Raiders. Galligan under center.
Jumping off. We're going to move the Red Raiders are going to move the ball down the field with Mike Galligan doing his Frank Sinatra imitations back there. He's just going to keep barking and
Offsides against the Titans.
pulling guys off sides. Nicely done.
So North Quincy just picked up 10 yards there on 2 offsides penalties and spot the ball now at the 33-yard line. They've had nice space behind them now. And no time is ticked off the clock. That's the only negative thing that you could say with the 2 penalties.
I wonder if neighbor and good friend Mary Griffith is going to regret not being here for all of this or be happy she left. Because we've been here a while.
I might go for the latter. You never know. But Galligan, he keeps it himself, and he'll get up to the 40-yard line. So a big 7-yard gain, and a late flag is thrown here.
Yeah, now we're going to start to get some personal fouls here. Who's this one against? That's the Red Raiders. I don't know who it was, but just no reason, obviously. I mean, if you're down, the frustration is there, but when you're winning, you're looking to wrap it up and get to the locker room, and I think some youthful exuberance there needs to be contained a little better.
Personal foul against the Raiders, 15 yards.
All right, so 15-yard penalty against the Raiders. That's going to move the ball all the way back to the 20-yard line.
Well, the clock's running. It's a good thing. Mikey Galligan's looking right up at it, and I presume his thought is he breaks the huddle after running off 20 seconds or so. Now they're all getting instruction from their coach about when to snap the ball.
All right, under 2 minutes to go now. Galligan dropped the snap, and he's able to jump on it.
On the play, recovered by North Quincy.
See, there's been a lot of good teaching moments tonight. The game started with a pregame ceremony about service to our country and how many Quincy residents have done so much in that regard. Then we turned to football, and this game has had it all. It's been a bit wacky. There's been some nice football played, but a lot of wacky stuff. Well, one of the things the guys need to learn tonight is fasten your chin strap and play discipline when you're trying to get to the locker room and close out a game. You can't have turnovers, you can't have personal fouls, and I know a lot of these guys are really tired. Like the fatigue you can't hold against them, but there is some stuff that's correctable, and I'm sure the staff will work with them on it. But awful lot of gutty play tonight. I mean, the Brown brothers, just unbelievable. You know, their father's a coach, but tonight they had the honor of their grandfather as an honorary captain to see it all. Mikey Galligan, again, showing what a leader and a great football player he is. Ryan Wirtz, tough, great receiver. And all kinds of other names and guys to talk about here. This is a great win for the Red Raiders. A hard-fought, really tough battle, and from in front of a very supportive home crowd on our Veteran Services salute.
All right, so Galligan takes the knee, and that's going to wrap up things here at Veterans Memorial Stadium as time runs out, and the Raiders get a big victory over Pembroke by a score of 28-16. Real quick, we'll run down some stats. First for the Raiders, quarterback Mikey Galligan, 16 of 32 passing for 186 yards, 4 touchdown passes, and 1 interception. So nice game there by Galligan. He also had 14 attempts and 35 yards on the ground for North Quincy. Gavin Brown had 5 rushes for 15 yards. Tim Tolan, 8 rushes for 15 yards, and Ronan Brown had 5 yards as well. On the receiving side of the ball, leading the way was Ryan Wirtz. He had 10 catches for 100 yards and 1 touchdown. Marquise Rodriguez-Smith had 3 catches for 58 yards and a touchdown as well. Gavin Brown had 1 catch for 12 yards and a touchdown. Cam Sampson, 7 yards and a touchdown as well. Eric DeLima had a catch for 9 yards for the Raiders as well. On the visiting side for the Pembroke Titans, quarterback Anthony Pento, 9 of 14 passing for 78 yards. Pento also had 70 yards rushing and 1 touchdown. Jaden Leonard had 3 rushes for 55 yards and a touchdown. Reese Dutton had 18 attempts for 100 yards, but had 2 costly fumbles in the first half that was unfortunately set back for the Pembroke Titans, helped set them back. The receiving side for the Titans, David Kenya had 3 catches for 24 yards. Michael Giese had 4 catches for 28 yards. And Drew Tilson and Jaden Leonard each had a catch for the Titans as well to wrap things up. So with the victory, North Quincy will improve to 4-2 on the season, 1-1 in the Patriot League. And we mentioned earlier in the game that they now have 2 tough games on the road. Next week, they'll go to Scituate. It'll be a short week with the Thursday game. And then for the week after that, on Friday, November 1st, at Hanover to wrap things up in the regular season and their Patriot League schedule. So again, big victory here, especially with the 2 tough games coming up with the class of the league, Scituate and Hanover, coming up for the Raiders.
Yeah, John, I was really pleased. You saw at the end of the game the handshake line, and there was real sportsmanship exhibited. These guys really went at each other, and there was some real big hits out on the field. There was chippiness we alluded to, personal foul toward the end of the game. But I got to tell you, it was very encouraging seeing the handshake line because there were a lot of sincere, handshakes, slaps on the helmet. The guys were congratulating each other on both sides, and I thought that was terrific sportsmanship. So Red Raiders get A+ for toughness and resilience tonight. They came out in the second half and took over this game on their home field, so I really credit them for that. Still some work ahead, and as you said, the toughest part about what's ahead is they're playing class of the league in Scituate, followed up by Hanover. But you know what? They got to get on there and do what they can. And this group of kids, they've got the talent to make some things happen. They've got the resilience. And the coaching staff showed tonight that they have a few, tricks in the trick bag. So looking forward to hearing the results from Scituate and Hanover. I may go down to Scituate. I have a brother who took a wrong turn coming out of the driveway up in Montclair and ended up down in Scituate, and he loves it down there. So we'll see what happens. But a great game tonight, and congrats. And the final thing we really should mention, and I'm sorry to keep our crew, especially at my cadence, is honoring the veterans as we did tonight. I just think North Quincy and Quincy and the city of Quincy, they have a great tradition when it comes to honoring veterans. You've talked about at North Quincy High. The Quincy Center has our display about our generals, Squantum a display about our Navy admirals. There's a proud service heritage in the city of Quincy. Mayor Koch has led the way in honoring that really proud heritage. And it's great for the boys to see that tonight, think about it, and to realize that guys who did what they did tonight, or rather guys went to war for our country, were out on this same field doing what they did tonight, playing football for North.
There's going to be a nice new memorial dedicated at Mount Wollaston Cemetery as well on Saturday, November 9th, for the Gulf War, Persian Gulf War, War on Terror, that era of men who served our country. And then, of course, 2 days later on Veterans Day, on November 11th, there'll be the annual Veterans Day Parade and Ceremony right up here at Marymount Park at the World War II statue as well. So we encourage people to come out for those.
Yeah, and pardon me for correcting you, especially like this, but men and women.
True, yes.
Yeah.
That's
Our
completely
Veteran
true.
Services Director,
Yep.
who's phenomenal, is a woman who's really done so much for the veterans in the city, and we have so many female veterans as well. So
100%.
Okay.
All right, well, real quick, we want to thank our staff that came out here and crew to crew this game for us today. On camera, we had Ryan McWade, Scott Daniels, and down the field, we had Brian Cox. In our truck on audio was Frank Hart. On graphics was Anna El Tori. Our engineer was Chris Potter, and our director, Peter Dari. So again, final score here from Veterans Memorial Stadium, North Quincy 28 and Pembroke 16. We're off next week as both North Quincy and Quincy are away. So QATV's next game will be on Friday, November 1st, when the Scituate Sailors come to town to face off against the Quincy Presidents. For Jim Timmons, my name is Jonathan Caleri. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of QATV Sports. We'll see you next time.